Hello everyone, today we talk about the soils and water. Okay, lecture 1. The introduction of this presentation here we will focus on the soils and the soils horizon and the soils profiling. And we talk about the surface water and the subsurface water. Okay, the first one, the soils, it is the material that cover the earth crust, and after that is quite important for the growing of the plant or the cultivation, because the structures of the soils can hold the water, and they can provide many different type of important minerals. For examples, the nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, and the other micronutrients. For example, the iron and the copper. Another function of the soil is to adhere the root of the plants. We call the the anchorage of the is quite important for the root anchorage. Okay, so the different layers of the soils will contain different characteristics. So it depends on the two factors. The first factor, it is the organic matter and inorganic matters, and the distribution of the compartment in the soil here. For normals, the average, basically 25% of the soil content here contain water, and another 25% here will be the air. And the two compartment, water and the air here, can be exchangeable. For example, when you have heavy rainfalls, the amount of the air here can be replaced by the water. But if you have a very dry soils, the water here will be replaced by the air. Another one here contain OM as the organic matters. Okay, and the IM here 10% as inorganic matter. The organic matter means the matter that come from the organisms, and the inorganic matter here is matter that is not come from the organism, and it refers to the rock. As you see here from the soil formation diagram, you will see that the inorganic matter here come from the parent materials, that is a rock, the large rock under the ground, pass through the process of weathering and erosion to get the minerals this way. And after that, the process, and another part here, the second part here come from the part of the organic matter. This one come from the living things. The living thing here undergo the process decomposition and produce the humus. When the humus combine with the mineral this way, with the combinations of water from rainfalls and the air from the atmosphere, you will get the thing we call soils. The humus here refers to the organic matter or the organic compounds that come from the decompositions of the dead materials, okay, from the other organisms, even plant and animals. And basically, it can produce the acidic condition. So sometimes we can use the term humic acid. The soil formation process requires the weather rock, the rock that is break down to the come from the parent materials. The parent material is a rock that is at the lowest part of the crust layer, okay, from the earth structures, and the different area can contain different parent material depending on the mineral that is stored inside the rock. And by the action of climate and the living organisms, it means the physical weathering and the chemical weathering pass through a long period of time, and the organism here produce a lot of the organic matters, and the inorganic matter here, it will create the layers of the soils. And after that, it also increase the levels of the organic matters. So they separate between the rock and the soils, because the soil contain both uh, organic matter and inorganic matter, but the rock here contain only inorganic matter. As you see from this diagram, you will see that the soil, this is diagram to show the soil formation process. First step here, we have heavy rainfall like this, and the rain here will activate the process of weathering process and erosion and break down the rock into the smaller piece. And after that, the simple plant and organism here grow up on the surface, and after that, it start to generate the organic matter. Then the organic matter here distributed into the layers of the rock this way. So you will see the first layer as a C horizon. Later here, the amounts of the organic matters increase, the mineral particle increase, and more parent material here get weathered this way. You will get the combination between, you will get more and more organic matter occur on the top surface. So this one we call A horizon. And the A horizon here generate the acid. Okay, the acid here will wash some kinds of the material here into the ground. So this way you can get B horizon. So basically you can have A, B, C, and bedrock as the layers of the rock. Okay. The soil horizon and soil profiling. Basically, the soil here is very heterogeneous texture. It means that the textures of the top layer and the textures of the lower layer is quite different. So we separate the soil into layers. The layers of the soil we call soil horizon this way. When you overlay the soil each soil horizon into the stack-like structure here, we can call it is the soil profiling. Okay, the vertical section this way, we call soil profiling. And the different soil structures and the soil profiling here depend on many factors, as the parent materials, the climates, or the topologies, or the slope of the land, and the time of the soil formation. Okay. And this basic structures of the soil horizon and the soil profiling start from the O layer as a layers of the humus and organic matters, and the A layer here represent the topsoils. E as a elevated horizons. The word elevated means leaching. Okay. And the subsoils as a B layer. The C it is the parent materials, and the R as a bedrock. The detail of each layer here. The O horizon here basically contain the surface litter that provide the organic matter, and they have some kinds of the decomposition process by the bacteria and the fungi. The bacteria and fungi basically secrete the enzyme to digest the organic matter, and later it turn into the dark materials in the soils we call humus. So the topsoil here contains humus itself, and even we have the living creatures like the earthworm and the leaf litter communities. For example, the cockroach or any kinds of termite like this. So they help them to digest the plant leaf into the soils, and it's also increase the levels of inorganic minerals. For example, the ammonium, nitrate, phosphate, and many important um, nutrient for the plant. And after that here, the elevation zone or leaching here occur when the humus here get washed by the water from the rain. So it's produce the acidic chemicals. We may call this one as a humic acid. And after that, the humic acid here wash many different type of the important minerals here into the E layers as a calcium, ammonium nitrate, phosphate, carbonate like this into this layer. So this one we can call E layers. And after that, the B horizon. The B horizon here contain iron, aluminiums, or even humic complex compounds. Okay, and after that, it will contain a lot of the clay particle because the clay particle is quite small, so they can run down deep to this layer. So when the clay particle collect together, you can get the clay. And after that, you can use the clay to make the pottery as the pot, okay? And uh, the next one is a sea layer. So sea layer here contain the water rock. The rock come from the parent materials. So the different type of the parent material can provide different minerals. For example, the calcium carbonate it can break into the calcium and carbonate. Magnesium sulfate can get magnesium and the sulfate ion like this, and it will be the one of the component of the soils. And lastly, here you can have very big large rock we call the bedrock. Thank you.